to Charlie objective, but we have 3 quad bikes being used here from the 2 teams, and we have Mr. Electrify with no jet to contest against him right now, actually. Just waiting out and trying to see what happens here, but Charlie will be taken. We do have one squad mate here coming in onto the top of the building with the Javelin, but unfortunately they were not pushing on top there. And we have one more player here coming in to push onto Charlie objective, and Mr. Hyperbeast is not going to take off because that small, brilliantly timed from Skydiver manages to stop that air superiority belonging completely to Breakdown Esports. But let's have a look here and see how it's looking. So Electrify coming in, laying down some suppressive fire, but we do have a push here on Alpha Flag, but this is a bit of a stalemate between 2 on 2. It is up to Kikishka pushing up there onto the point to try and flank them, but look at him. Unfortunately, he gets peeked there by Tamiya and he gets taken out. An assassin coming in for the refrag, getting a kill there as well. But one more player remains here, or 2 players from Breakdown. It's Hyperbeast and his buddy up there. I believe that could be Stanichev up above him. Yes, it is Stanichev, and there's just assassin here just laying low and chilling out. We do have the dogfight beginning here slowly on the objective. We do have the tank pushing up onto Bravo objective, and Kariga here is trying to get a bit of an advantage here onto the jet. Mr. Electrify getting lit up pretty badly here. Not very good defense, trying to get a break there, but is disabled, and Kariga now has secured air superiority for Union. Captain Obvious here along with Enro. I'm sorry, not Enro. With Wake and Captain Obvious here on the point, managing to get that kill, stop the push from Union from securing this objective. But of course, as you can see, that MAA is not able to be used on Roach's mission. It is out of bounds, and the team can be penalized if they choose to spawn in on it. But we do have one player here, and that is Auzom, waiting for some assistance from his squad mate to spawn in. Skydiver could potentially help him out here, as he manages to see Captain Obvious there, but doesn't manage to get any hit markers on him. Megas, you dog, casting the fence. It's the best fence in the world, but Teluzar here trying to get up, but unfortunately Wake could just zip in that armor-piercing shell towards them, and Union have managed to secure that attack helicopter now, and it is a bit of a stand still here between the 2 flags. Delta is being held here, 1v1 Stanichev, but there is some assistance coming in here straight away. And Kariga tried to put some fire onto this tank. Alpha objective slowly falling over to Union, but Tamiya is doing quite a good job here on holding this objective with his AK-5C. Okay. But let's see. He is outside of the cap race. It's just Simon for him to contest against. Wake is backing up, trying to land a shot onto the helicopter, but just misses by this fraction. Very close shot there, but Tamiya here is just letting this flag get capped. He doesn't realize, he doesn't have enough information that he can stop this cap. All he has to do is just get onto the point and make things a little bit easier, but there he is. He manages to stop it just before it gets capped there by Simon, who's laying low, but there's a tank coming in. It is Sergich coming in to suppress this, but look at this point. He is unfortunately taken out there by Simon, who managed to secure Alpha objective for Union, while Delta here, which is a very difficult flag to clear, is a very difficult flag to clear if you are playing on the Chinese side on Rogue Transmission, because of the vast size of this objective, and there's so many buildings where you have to hide out in, and of course you can keep any sort of armor and vehicles at bay here from pushing up onto the objective, but Union have moved in straight away to stop this flag from being contested completely, and they're trying to grade it out as fast as they can. But Stanichev here did manage to stay behind and try and respond to Delta flag burning out. He's in the cap radius here. Here's the footsteps above him, but is he going to manage to clear this one? He spots Kakarura, but he gets taken out there so quickly, unable to respond at all. And Kikishka did manage to get that shot in, and Simba Sergich with double reps. Oh, Megas, do you see that? 2 reps, and poor Megas doesn't get any reps. But we do have a little bit of action here with Captain Obvious trying to push up on against these 2 infantry players remaining here on Charlie objective, and managed to get a suppression assist and kill assist there. Open out, but Enro Wake is 222 to 226 tickets. Very, very close game here, but There is a small push coming in here onto Bravo objective by Kikishka, and we do have 2 players from Breakdown here to contest against Panzer Moser, who's going to try and save this objective. But easy pickings there for him as Tamiya is completely exposed and available to get taken out. And Stanichev does manage to refrag and stop that push there, but Telozar with his squad mate here are just lurking on this tower. An alpha objective will fall into the hands. But let's watch Wake here and see how he manages to fight against Sergich in the tank. And good evening to you, Paramount. Thank you so much for tuning in. And to Juggernauts and Njuro and Zetchet. Thank you so much for tuning in, ladies and gentlemen. Hope you're doing well on this lovely Sunday, this sunny Sunday here in Sweden. We have Wake up on the tank. We have Telozar here on the point. Not much opposition for him to work against, but we have Stanichev just working this objective as much as possible. Charlie seems to be clear, and it's just going to be a very standoff map, but Stanichev managed to get 1 kill there. He is on relatively low health, but he's going to take this ladder up to the top and try and contest against Simon. He does hear the spawns and trying to be alert and trying out what's going on, but Simon is going to push up onto this roof to have the high ground there and stop any sort of push from coming on, but there is 1 squad mate spawning in to give him some assistance on this flag. But he does get taken out, and Stanichev is down for the count here on Alpha Flag, which will fall most certainly to Union, but there is a little rotation going on here onto Bravo, as well as a push from Union onto Charlie objective. And for them they're doing actually pretty well here on the Chinese side, which does have a big disadvantage on this map. Union are working hard to try and stay ahead and out-rotate Breakdown eSports. We do have a little bit of a standoff here. We have some players from Union, but they are going to try and do this. But they whips out the small, tries to get the kill, but unfortunately he gets taken out there as he does a stylish dab as his body hits the ground there. But Sergich looks to be a little bit hot-headed here, pushing up onto Charlie objective so quickly and trying to find out where the rest of Breakdown are hanging out. And the repairs coming out straight away into this gunner seat. We do have a couple of players here from Breakdown eSports, 3 of them to contest against, and there's just 1 here. It is Captain Obvious going to get the kill and take out Skydiver, given those repairs that are much needed to keep this tank alive, because in AV8, if you are just outnumbered by infantry, a tank is quite vulnerable on this. No jet superiority as both jets are down currently. Alpha Flag slowly being contested towards Russian Blue, which is Breakdown eSports. Mr. Electrify is just going to, you know, manages to spawn one. Is going to manage to hook this straw around and get that kill, but unfortunately not. Going to try and engage into closer quarters. Too close for missiles, switching to guns. Goose, as Tom Cruise would say. Top Gun reference. Here we go. We have MSA here trying to push up. Skydiver trying to peek with his second squad mate coming in. His third one. Oh no! Everyone is just completely overwhelmed here. Cool Hunt is the last one trying to keep cool, but he is blown to smithereens there by Sergich with the tank, and Captain Obvious trying to land that straw shot on the back of that tank, but unfortunately it is like that. And Hyper Beast is just chilling right here. Look at him in all his majesty. Getting Tamiya, they have the helicopter. Maybe now they can give some support. They've waited a little bit of a while, and if they do have support with the air, they do have the attack jet up. I believe they were waiting for that attack jet to give them the necessary cover so they can push up onto these objectives. But if Breakdown managed to play this right, they can give air superiority to Breakdown, and they can force Breakdown back to under the dish for Bravo objective, or use the cover of Delta buildings and essentially control Alpha and Charlie. But Hyper Beast is all alone and just bringing that mobile spawn beacon. We do have Cool Hunt here trying to go around and push onto Delta objective, as the bleed is not in their favor right now with a 3 flag hold in the favor of Union. do have MSA here just waiting for an opportunity to push up onto Charlie objective. He doesn't have anyone to worry about, but there are so many Union forces focusing on Bravo objective that they do have the information that Wake is here with the tank trying to contest this point, and he's going to have a very difficult time struggling here, but Mr. Electrify unfortunately does die, and MSA will try and do a push here with a bit of information from Hyper Beast, who will be watching from the sky as he tries to contest this objective. There is Skydriver immediately responding to that cover, but look at this Hyper Beast seat switching in that helicopter, getting another kill as well, taking out Karaga with Tamiya at his gunner. They are going to manage to secure Charlie without any problem, I would hope to imagine. We have Skydiver and fellows are pushing up onto the objective, but absolutely no chance of them pushing through, with Hyper Beast just absolutely pummeling them into the ground with that Havoc. It's a great asset to have. We do have Captain Obvious here trying to work and keep the rotation and keep Union on their toes by pushing up onto Bravo objective, but Simba is using those ramps to try and get up there and give Captain Obvious a hard time to try and contest this objective, but Obvious is almost going to grade out, but just being stopped there in time. Union are absolutely focusing here on Bravo objective. No one from Breakdown Sports is Breakdown is focusing to push onto Delta objective, because once you secure Delta, it makes things a lot easier for the Russian team at least. And right now they're not doing well with being down at least 33 tickets. And I believe the Assassin here is just holding back and making sure that any sort of push onto this objective is going to be stopped. But look at this, we have a Simon coming in for this moment. He's on low health. He switches to the G18 to try and get the kill, but there's another spawn coming in from a Breakdown player just over there by the tower. The small zipping by him, but he's going to try and engage. He has a grenade coming in right behind him, but he manages to take the kill. Skydiver, please. No, Simon. But unfortunately, that was it there. We have a couple of players here at Union pushing up onto Charlie objective as best as they can. Let's have a look here at Sergich. I said let's have a look here at Sergich and see how he's managing to hold this off. But I believe he did manage to take a TV missile or a JDAM from Mr. Electrify. He's still up. Not looking to be so good. He did get taken out there while repairing that tank. Panzermoser with that attack jet doing another strafing run with the JDAM. It could be a potentially fatal situation, and Mr. Electrify manages to get a triple kill there, eliminating 3 Union players with a swift drop of a JDAM. And you know, it's going to be interesting to see what they do in Battlefield 1. You can have your gunner drop the bombs, drop it like it's hot. But Simon completely missing those 2 infantry there from Breakdown eSports. Just accepting his fate there, as Kakishka is going to come and try and stop this burn. He does have an assassin who could come and spawn in on him and give him some help. One of the Breakdown players is spotted, and they tend to like to hide out in this pit here. And we do have Stanichev here peeking around. He's put him down so low, he manages to get the kill, but unfortunately Sergich comes in straight away with a tank to save the day and stop that Bravo push. They are doing it very slowly. The tank is coming in. Charlie is being contested at the same time. We have Hyper Beast coming in from the back, managing to spot 1 or 2. He's not going to choose which one he's going to go. Manages to take out Panzermoser. 1 more player for him to engage, but choosing not to. He does have a squad mate, which did spawn in and to give him some help here, but it is not looking good. Those tubes are just being an absolute nuisance for him, and there's his assist. Counts as kill 98. So close for him to getting a frag, and just got the assist there. We do have Skydiver here trying to land a couple of shots, but Stanich coming in to clean things up here on Charlie objective. And that is clear. And Sergich also taking out Wake there, but I was like 3 repair guys on Sergich as they do a coordinated push onto Bravo. So it's quite nice. You know, they do realize that how important this tank is, and they really want to keep it alive as they do a slow push with decent inertia to capture this flag. And no spawn mates coming in. We hear this. We got Mr. Electrify landing a good decent amount of hits onto the attack jet for 70. We got the 2 jets who will start their dogfight here between the 2. Look at them in all their majesty, trying to just. Oh, this is so patriotic with that flag in the corner. Anyways, let's go here to Tamiya and Hyper Beast in the attack helicopter. Almost that jet ram could have happened, but Kikishka gets taken out there and eliminated on Bravo Delta objective. But every mistake that Breakdown make, Union are managing to whittle away at the ticket count for Breakdown. They are in the lead by at least 40 tickets here. And Panzermoser is coming up onto the objective. They do have the helicopter. It does belong to them. They need a bit more support here from the Igla locks for Union to try and get this down, but they are all busy here trying to prevent Breakdown from capping Delta objective. But there's a strong presence here. We do have Cool Hunt with his buddy on Delta objective. It's looking to be a very, very close match. He's going to wait here and hopefully get the shot. Simon peeking. He does get the kill, but puts him down to 3 health. Simon doing quite a lot of work there. And there's a couple more infantry coming on. And it's up to Cool Hunt. Can he clutch this moment and keep that Delta objective safe? But unfortunately, he does get fallen and gets taken out there as Mr. Electrify does a J-down pass here to try and clean things up. But it's far too little too late for him to give any sort of support on Delta objective, as Bravo is being contested right now. But did manage to get secured and held onto by Union. The tow missile and the TV missile going out simultaneously. Sergic does get taken out there very quickly. And another kill coming in for Hyper Beast. Let's have a look at the scoreboard and see how things are looking. Sergic getting 21 for 6 there. The repairs are coming in to give him the frags he needs. But only being in the lead by 40 tickets, they are at a slight advantage here, and it's very difficult to try and get back into the game here on Rogue Transmission, because the rotation can take a lot of time. We have pressure being continuously applied here on Bravo objective. Captain Obvious running around pushing the flags which could be left alone and just making sure Union are kept at bay and distract them a little bit. But he does have some opposition here with 2 Union players spawning into the building just adjacent to him. Those are getting some damage there from Wake in the tank, and tries to take cover, and unfortunately it's not enough cover for him to survive that tank shell to the face, and Wake is going to stay alive while Panzermoser is looking for an opportunity for him to exit here. They could have a squad bomb coming in. I know Union, there it is, the 5th player joining into the squad, and they could have it, but Sergic just spawning in on the tank here, waiting for a chance to get in. Look at this squad bomb. 3 of them all coming into play here on Bravo objective to push onto Enro. 1 hit, 2 hits, 3 hits, and IPS coming down to Enro on 25%, and he is taken down. Look at that, the beautiful play there by Union, quickly just waiting for the opportunity to strike, getting the dead spawns in, and everyone spawning in at one time as engineer, and eliminating that tank in roughly a couple of seconds. That APS only lasts 2.5 seconds, so there's only so much Wake could do there, but a brilliant play there by Union to try and eliminate that threat and keep Bravo objective. But unfortunately, with that use of assets to push and focus onto Bravo objective, they have lost Delta in the process, and now it is a 3 flag hold to Breakdown eSports, and it looks like they could potentially win this round. But the fat lady hasn't sung, and they are finally in the lead with ticket count, and Tammy and Hyper Beast are still up in the attack helicopter. And to be honest, I would have thought Union would have responded much strongly to try and eliminate this helicopter threat and air superiority, which currently belongs to Breakdown eSports. And as I mentioned earlier, it has happened that Breakdown, with that air superiority, have managed to force Union under the dish onto Bravo objective, but not many players remaining here as Wake is all alone, managing to clean up this objective. A little squad bomb coming in straight away, and Telazar coming in onto this point to try and get a little bit of an advantage, but 1 player down already. Panzermoser and Telazar are going to try and push up against Enro Wake. They're really looking to push an all cap. Look at this, already down by 50 tickets here from Union's side. Wake is trying to do it, but he's been immobilized completely with that small that came in from the dish right above him. And Talazar getting the repair tool kill, but unfortunately just falls short of that as Captain Obvious comes in to save the day. And there is one small fail. Oh no, Skydiver just clipped that barrier, and he does get taken out there. And another one, another failed shot. The glitchy wall is just denying him any sort of access here. But it is possible that the helicopter has now been taken out, or... Yep, the helicopter has been taken down. We do have Union having a little bit of breathing space here, but they only have 35 tickets remaining. They need to neutralize and get 2 flags in their control to stop that ticket bleed and get back into the game. But MSA gets taken out there by Panzer Moser, who does have a couple more infantry to contest against here on the flag, I believe. And there it is, Panzer Moser coming in, trying to get a shot. He has a small already, tries to land a bit of splash damage on him, and even resorts to a grenade, but is not going to be enough there as Cool Hunt manages to stay alive on a Delta objective, and Sergej is just in a very bad position here. We have one push onto Charlie and another one coming in for Alpha objective, with Simon just stylishly falling there onto the point. They are absolutely scrambling to try and neutralize any flag. 3 flags blinking. Alpha, Bravo, and Charlie are all blinking, but is it going to be enough for them to use this? They're throwing bodies on the objective. Charlie has been neutralized. The ticket bleed has slowed down ever so slightly. Bravo flag is also being neutralized, and Alpha, but is it enough for them? 2 tickets remaining. They managed to secure the 2 objectives. Now all they can do is just hold spawn and play it safe. Hold and wait. Simon managed to take out the kill and kill Mr. Electrify here on Alpha objective, but there it is, Awake coming in on the tank to contest against the Union folks who are here. There is a quad bike just above, but he's not in a good position here, and Union are holding on by 1 ticket. Alpha flag just staying alive, and 3 flags straight away. That they managed to clutch it. Alpha, Bravo, Charlie belong to Union right now, and it's up to Wake, the only tank, to try and do something. Wake the tank. Kikishka holding on to this objective and really reducing that ticket count, holding on by 1 ticket. This is very, very intense. Union are walking on very thin ice here, trying to stay alive and watch what happens. But Simon is going to have a visitor here with Tamiya coming in and his squad mate to contest against his flag, and it's going to be very difficult. And Simon is out of the count for Alpha objective. Charlie tried to get contested as well, and Bravo will fall as well. But we do have 1 person here on Delta objective staying alive, and that is Assassin. Alpha objective has not been neutralized though, so Breakdown a little bit of made a little bit of a mistake by not capping Alpha, because they haven't secured a ticket bleed. Assassin Rus is here, managing to stay alive in the corner. But there it is, MSA going down. And Delta objective is secured, but 2 flags to each team. And fortunately for Breakdown, it's not going to really affect their tickets so much, as now it's just the deaths which affect the ticket count. But Kariga even bailed out of his jet to try and fix things, but I believe that is almost everyone except for Skydiver, who is alive in the attack jet, waiting for them to push up onto, but he got smogged! And that is it.